more junk. Stainless steel screws. These are Allen head, or what are they? Hex head. Different lengths, 1/4 thread. Permatex thread sealer. Dirty little stripper. A ratcheting crimper. Some pure acetone for cleaning stuff. An AN wrench. I ordered 2, but only 1 came. This is a bunch of bolts that I bought specifically from, and washers from the Nutty Company. I don't remember why I bought these at this point, but here they are. Today we're looking at these. So these came out pretty good. I wouldn't say that they are perfect by any means. Like, if I have no idea if my GoPro is gonna be able to see this or not. But like around these corners, there's some rust that I could not get to with wire wheel, and that got a little blotchy. But overall, this looks really good. Just wanted to shout out to Todd over at 306 Foxbody for giving me the courage to try to do this again. Yeah, so that's not bad. These were a little bit more of a concern for me. Let's see. So it doesn't look that bad. Again, I'm not sure what you're able to see, but to me, this looks okay. Again, I just couldn't get these that clean, so. Now, will this rust again? Sure, at some point it will. I will point you all to Todd's video so you can learn the right way to do it. Once again, I have my ratchet wind chime. Huge thanks to Mrs. Sleazy. This came out really nice. I'm actually really happy with this. So this is gonna go here. And this goes here. This is just 70% isopropyl alcohol. Pretty damn close to not bad. These are temporary just to hold this in place. When you spill a little gas in there, it's got a place to drain. What do you think of that? Freshly redone. That's gonna be nice. Anybody know if they have quick disconnects for these things? Pretty much everything else. So this is the 192 inch hose. So this is going to be the return. Quarter inch. Oh no, this is 3/16 inch. So I'm going to temporarily plumb this down just to keep whatever vapor from building up here on this top hole. Okay. Alright, again, this is temporary until we get a charcoal canister. Alright, so the wiring comes with extra wire considering stock battery mount location is in the front of the car. We are going to do a trunk mount battery for this. So I will end up having to cut this at some point. Props to Aeromotive, because this is like super simple setup. This is a relay. When this is connected to a 12 volt trigger, for example, key on, engine on, this will trigger this relay to send higher amperage 12 volt power down to the fuel pump. So it comes in from here. This is a circuit breaker that connects directly to the battery. And then this is a shared chassis ground. This is pretty simple to set up. For now, I'm gonna basically be putting most of this in the trunk because we are going to be doing a trunk mount battery. I'm not gonna fully fasten these down until we are ready to do so. I might need to do a little bit more painting or some work on the floor pan in the trunk. I'm just gonna route this through real quick and then we'll see where we can settle this up. We do have a lot of extra wire here. I am going to crimp right at the end just because I'm not entirely sure how much I want to leave on it, and this is sufficient gauge to leave it like a little bit long. So basically what's going to end up happening is we're going to have the fuel pump relay somewhere, not exactly here, but close to. By the way, we're in the trunk right now. Battery's going to be somewhere over there, right underneath that bag of brake stuff. So we'll be able to reach with this. I'm going to leave it all loose now, but I'm going to try to use this hole here to, which I believe is where the factory fuel pump wiring goes through. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm going to try to see if I have a grommet for this. So I do have a set of, these are Mustang Restoration floor pan grommets. So I'm thinking maybe something like this. It's a little crispy there. So let's try to find a smaller one. Anything in between? That looks like the same. By the way, this is the kit you get when you order it from LMR. If anybody has trypophobia, please look away. Yeah, nothing exactly the right size here. I don't know, what do you think about this? Maybe we'll just cut a slit in this. Let's get another one, right? It's just a piece of rubber. Cool if they gave you a bulkhead wiring harness connector for this. A little more than that though. These things work really well. As you know, I have a horrible track record with getting these to work. But that's a pretty solid crimp. There we go. You know what? There was boots that went on this, right? Okay, about that. Yeah, this was supposed to go on first. So just brute force it through. I mean, this works. Just have to get it squish all the way through. All right, Sleazy's Curse. I had to do this one over, but this one fits. I think we're good. Cool. Alright, this section is like really ugly. I really wish I had done more of the floor pan. And I believe this is this gasket comes in from the bottom. Where do these holes go? Okay, so those holes are lined up. Yeah, all these holes line up like this. More or less, like this one's... I think this is accident damage though. Alright, let me see if I got the right bolts for this. Alright, I think quarter 20 bolts will work. Oh yeah, that's definitely accident damage. How much one day I can get this whole quarter panel placed. Alright, just so you can see what I'm talking about, this car was hit in this corner. So this is all kind of smushed in. This is all smushed in, so these bolts don't line up super well. So we're gonna just do the best that we can here. We're just doing the best that we can. First, I do want to just take this out and put a washer on it. Now I'm not entirely sure I have the orientation on this thing correct. I'm sure one of you will tell me if I don't. Chance I just stripped out the threads on the top. I'm not too worried about that because I have nuts that go on the other side of these that I can clamp them down with. This all looks really crappy over here, and I am going to come in here with a wire wheel and clean all this up. Just grab some of this. Just to make this a little easier to install. That's a tight fit. This one and this one connect the bolts through here, and then the door provides the other two bolts here, and then they sandwich everything together. Door is not ready yet though. Yeah, that looks good. It's all pretty solid. So this is halfway there. This hole is for where the strap on the gas cap goes. Those final two bolts will go into these two holes. I'll show you how these line up. You'll see that it connects right up in there. But we're not ready for this yet. This is gonna have to be cleaned up especially. Also, I just want to shout out Mrs. Sleazy because this came out way nicer than the one that came with the E-coat. I don't know, what do you think? Which one should we install? They're both perfectly usable. I don't know if I have the right bolt for this though. Have you ever done a fuel tank on a Foxbody Mustang? You gotta get this in here first. You gotta come in at an angle. It actually helps to loosen all the stuff that we just tightened. And this is why we lubricated it. You can see where we have to make sure that those lines don't get pinched. Also, we didn't put the plastic part underneath here. We could do that really quickly though. Temporarily, of course, because yeah, the one I need is still back ordered. All right, we know I need a new one. What do you say we hit this with a wire wheel and hit it with some paint? It's really nice out today, so maybe it'll take, maybe it won't. Either way, it should dry. Whatever, we're doing it. Alright, it came out okay, I guess. There's still a ton of spots that look like junk, but I mean, I think we can get some paint to stick. We'll find out. I am rapidly losing hope that this is gonna be that this paint is gonna stick to this. The wire was definitely way too aggressive for this. The sander was not quite aggressive enough. Look at these markings. There's, I think, dates. I think I see March 16th or something. I don't know. Yeah. It's not great. Here's nasty. I did it again. Ugh. I have to replace the windshield again. All right, so I got a can of vinyl prep. We're gonna use this. Alright, so I guess the instructions say to wipe off. Automotive grade, bonds to plastic, metal, and more. Gloss black. Unfortunately, it's gloss, but whatever. Does it bond to dirt? Looks like it does. I can't believe I'm wasting this can of paint on this. This does not look good with the gloss black. And this is going to take 24 hours to cure anyway, so I'm not going to really push this any further today. So what we can do in the meantime is Yeah, this isn't like fully engaging around here. I can't really see why. You know, I tried to be cheap and I tried to only buy 2 and 6 wrenches. I'm starting to think the tubes have to come down this way. I'm going to buy a full set of AN wrenches. Okay, what the heck? Why is this so tight? These are supposed to be standardized fittings. This needs to come over the axle. You kind of don't want this to be like here, because then it's the bump stop and that's a friggin' problem. So maybe I'll route it behind this. I definitely want to leave some space up here for this to hook onto something. So let's leave that like that. This is pretty much how this is going to be. So let's see, will this fit in here? Yeah, that'll fit. And it's stainless. Oh, that's good. I really gotta get this car ready and going before the spiders take back over. It's a little congested up here, but I think we can move stuff around a little bit, and maybe I'll put another clamp on this up there or something. The next clamp is going to go here, but I don't really have the hardware for this at the moment. So I'm going to cap these off, and we're going to call it here on this for the day. Wait, do I want to go here? I guess so. And then we'll come across this way and go up that way. I think we made some progress on the fuel system today. I want it to be a little bit further along, and I wish I had that plastic piece for the bottom, but I mean, maybe it'll look halfway decent when the paint cures. I doubt it. It doesn't look that great right now. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below if you think we should use the E-coat one that came from the thing, or should we use this one that Mrs. Sleazy painted. It looks so much nicer. I know which way I'm leaning, so let me know what you think. Cool, so I have to clean up quite a bit in this garage and change the broken lens cap on this camera. Leave me a comment, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time watching. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cramp, we're out. Oh my god, cramp. My god, am I getting old. Man, oh my god. Is this dwarven technology? Put this friggin' axle in the way. What? I'm bleeding? Oh, that. I mean, what the heck am I even gonna do with these bolts? Why did I buy this? What size are these? Oh, holy shit, what was that?